Hello everyone and welcome into today's video where I'm gonna be talking about Solana. I want to cover what I think about today's valuation, what I think about the recent price movements, also what I think about the project overall, and we will also check out some latest news about this project. So without any further ado, an early like is appreciated and let's go. So first of all, here we have a monthly community update for pretty much the end of 2021 with a couple of stats. So looking back at 2021, we can see that pretty much since January till December we've had a very nice increase in total transactions from 10 billion to about 45 billion. However, much more dramatic increase was in the total value locked from 100 million to about 11.4 billion US dollars in total value, and they've also drastically increased validators and more importantly the amount of projects in the ecosystem from 70 to about 5,100, 5,200, and they also got into the NFT game. Apart from this, they've also made their network quote-unquote fully carbon neutral, which we've covered previously in one of previous videos about Solana, so you can check it out in the top right hand corner. But I have also launched some projects with big names like Michael Jordan with its son launching Air for athletes on Solana, and also another big name from NBA joining Solana. There is Sacramento Kings launching their NFT project, and some couple more news. Also for 2021 they have announced the Solana Hacker House inaugural world tour, which basically means that there will be a series of 6-week-long hacker houses around the globe, where each hacker house will give developers basically a place to work and also some guidance from people from Solana Labs. So you will have all the essentials like good Wi-Fi, food, power, and also a lot of swag. It is quite a limited selection. We have a couple of venues in the US, both on the west coast. There are a couple from Asia, one we can say Euro-Asia in Moscow, and finally also one in the Central Europe, pretty much in the middle of Europe geographically, which I think it's a bit of a shame there is not more venues in Europe for the hundreds of millions of people that are living in Europe, but it is what it is. Now with this we can jump into the price charts, where there has been some quite worrying developments maybe for some of you. If you are already holders of Solana, we are seeing some major dropbacks here. We are now currently sitting about 98 US dollars, and from the peak in November 2021 that's about a 65% drop, so pretty much a 65% correction from the previous all-time highs. Also we are here under a pretty clear downtrending resistance, so for the short term definitely until we break this resistance it doesn't look that good for Solana price. However, if we zoom out a little bit and we can see the full price history of Solana since the beginning in April 2020, we can see that the overall trend is still very much a positive bull trend inside of those parallel trend lines, going from all of those tags at the most upper resistance here all the way back to those at the lowest one right over here. We've had only one tag off of this lowest support in December and January 2021, basically at the beginning of those huge rallies in altcoins. So now we are getting again closer to the support line. However, is the situation gonna be the same as it was here pretty much a year ago? That's the big question now. Also here previously we've seen pretty much a 70 to 75% drop from the previous all-time highs before there was a change in the trend off of this lower resistance. However, is it gonna be the case here again? For a more clear picture from the technical analysis, I would say that the situation is a little bit different than in December and January from the beginning of 2021 in January here, because until then we've had a pretty severe drop in the ratio of Solana to Bitcoin here, where on the other hand at the moment we are pretty much going sideways all the way from the September 2021 from the previous all-time highs of this ratio. So that's a bit of a different picture here. From a technical analysis, does this give us less probability that there will be some kind of a bull run again? I don't think so, because we have still some support from this 200-day moving average and also some horizontal support lines. However, if we look down to the momentum indicator here, the momentum is steadily declining. Now it's under under even the 0 level. So that's a bit of a divergence here between this sideways nature of this ratio and this declining momentum, which could suggest indeed that there could be some kind of a follow-up drop in price in relation to Bitcoin here, maybe all the way towards these levels of support. But I don't think that this ratio gives us any clear picture. So I would actually turn a bit more from the technical analysis into some more fundamental analysis, which is also tied up in the price at the moment, and that's the current market cap of Solana. Here on CoinGecko we have all the altcoins listed by their market cap, starting of course with the largest one, which is Bitcoin, followed up with Ethereum, which are in the hundreds of billions of US dollars. I don't think the absolute value matters that much. I think more important is the relative value, which corresponds to the actual position in this ranking. And we don't have to scroll down that much to find actually Solana, which is now at the number 7, which is a bit surprising to me, especially considering that this project is not even 2 years old. Pretty much 2 years ago, no one even knew what Solana is, and now it is sitting at number 7 by the market cap, just behind Cardano, which I think still has more adoption than Solana. However, they both have very much insignificant amount of developers working on their protocol in comparison to Ethereum, where actually the most developers now at the moment are developing new features and platforms. So from this point of view, I think that Solana's market cap is still quite ridiculous. 30 billion or almost 31 billion is quite a lot for such a project. I think it has quite a good marketing. We could have seen a couple of advertisements on some music shows like Tomorrowland and stuff. However, the real reason why I would stay away from Solana at the moment is that it doesn't fully validate its market cap in comparison to other altcoins, and mainly in comparison to Ethereum. So that's it from my coverage about Solana and a couple of recent updates. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If so, make sure to like the video, and you can also leave some comments in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more, you can subscribe and check out my crypto playlist. With this, I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!